If I can get tires, hold up. 100 round, feeling like I'm on team. Playing both sides of you. Shout out on your friends. I've been going crazy, shot. I've been in the deep end. She not in the scene. She tryna go. I just been dripping out. This whole nother level shot. I got it on their toes. I put the on the road. She tryna. Hold up. I got this me. She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me and my bro like me. You know we on one. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that? My chose up. All in the kitchen can't get the cold up. Acting like they know it. Double O cactus that we told us. Switch out the baddie, get rolled up. Everything hit, everything.
All I ever wanted was a black grand national. Being rational, give them what they asked for. It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad, watching do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? They like, what he on? This the Alpha and Omega. Welcome home. This is not a song. This is a revelation. How to get a gone. Teach you a man, baby. I don't understand, baby. Pay your bill and make you feel protected like I can, baby. Teach you something if you need correction. That's the plan, baby. Don't put your life in these weird hands, baby. Whoa! It's not enough. Few solid left, but it's not enough. Few that'll really step, but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself, but it's not enough. I get on it. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I made him mad. Yeah, somebody gotta do it. I take the G-pad, watch do it. We survived outside, all from the music. What? Hey, turn this TV off. Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many shit I seen? Send them all. Take a risk or take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up. Yeah, I meant that. Hey, black out if they act out. Yeah, I did that. Hey, what's up, though? I hate them that's hating on the and they both. I hate them hating on them and they both broke. If you ain't coming for no chili, what you come for? Feel like he entitled cause he knew me since a kid. I cut my granny off and she don't see it how I see it. Got a big mouth but he lack big ideas. Send him to the moon, that's just how I feel yelling. It's not enough. Few solid left but it's not enough. Few that'll really step but it's not enough. Say you bigger than myself but it's not enough. Hey. Hey. Monster! Taking bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. 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 Ain't no other king in this rap thing, they siblings. Nothing but my children. When they disappearing. I'm in a city with a flag be getting thrown like it was past interference. Padlock around the building. Crash pulling up an unmarked truck just to play freeze tag. With a bone to pick like it was sea bass. So when I made it out, I made about 50K from a show. Trying to show the ropes before they from a... I'm prophetic. They only talk about it, how I get it. Only good for saving face, seen the cosmetics. How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up, we up the plyometric. Ran up out of luck, soon as I up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet, you could diabetic. They mouth get full of deceit, let these cowards tell it. Walk in New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling Monster! Oh man. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Got my foot up on the gas, but somebody gotta do it. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off. Turn this TV off, turn this TV off.
It's crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious. 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 Crazy, scary, spooky, hilarious.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Atlanta Falcons and the Minnesota Vikings on Sunday Night Primetime. The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. He finds Darnell Mooney for the kick. And he'll be out of bounds up at the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12. First down, Atlanta.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets, and he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
They'll run with Robinson, and he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and I'll tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Blake Mitchell. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike, they've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it so we're able to move forward.
Well, here down the field was ball incomplete. The intended receiver was Justin Jefferson. And it'll bring up second down.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
Let's go now. Panther 60, Panther 60, 18, Pioneer.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Here comes third and 6.
Here we go, Shaq.
McCarthy from the gun here on third down. It's to the left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he's into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. It's his second touchdown of the year. Away. The veteran Jamal Agnew is going to bring it out, and he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll work forward to throw out for it. It's second down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
Another run here for Robinson. A short gain up to the 20. Late Cashman up from the linebacker's spot to make the tackle.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
First down awaits at the 26-yard line. And here's third down. From the gun, here is Penix. This one's just too far for the receiver out in front of him. That one falls incomplete. Ray McLeod is the one he was looking for there. And now it's fourth down. The Falcons send their punting unit out. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there.
First and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
Opening carry of the game for Aaron Jones. And he'll be forced out of bounds just a couple yards short of the first down. That's a pickup of 8.
I think every running back's dream is that he's going to run through a wide open hole and have breakaway touchdowns, but that's not necessarily the case very often in the NFL. So the backs that are the best are the ones that can get more yardage than maybe what's blocked for. And I think this is a nice physical game here that they can continue to build off of as the game unfolds.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
The 32-yard line.
On the give, it's Jones. And he brings it down to about the 28-yard line. Linebacker Troy Anderson there to make the play.
4 yards on the pickup. Second and 6 at the Falcons' 28-yard line.
It is second and 6. Here's McCarthy. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They need to get to the 22, but now face third down. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy.
a gain of
16-yard pickup on that one. First down, Minnesota.
First down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. But think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often. So that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last. All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground. But you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Here's a 2nd and 12. They run it once more with Jones. And a much better result here. It'll be 7, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. The pressure gets there, and down he goes.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection short up. This isn't a self-defense. It's always like you find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get through.
So the lead is now 10-0 as this kicks away. Jamal Agnew now to return. And he'll be taken down on what will be the final play of this opening quarter. So we are through one here on Sunday Night Primetime. It's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. This drive starts at the 21. It's 1st and 10. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 9. From the gun, it's Penix. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Quarterback knew the blitz was coming. You could hear him pre-snap communicating with the guys up front, but sometimes it's just the perfect defensive call, and there weren't enough blockers to account for all the rushers. He had to get the ball out quick, and thankfully for him, he got it out just in the nick of time.
Third and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Robinson. And he's going to be brought down right on that yellow line, but the official signals he's got enough for the 1st down.
Well, power football here on 3rd and short. They bring in some extra bulk up front, and they just run this ball straight at the defense. Challenge them in a gotta-have-it moment. Can you stop us? And in this case, the answer was no.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. You're going to go play action with Penix. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
As this offense continues to put anything together and score some points, they need to just take a step back. They need to say, okay, we've struggled here in the first half putting points on the scoreboard. Don't worry about chasing points. Let's chase first downs. Let's chase completions. Just start building something small. And oftentimes when you take that approach, it snowballs, and next thing you know, you find your groove. Well, as been the case this entire first half, it's been the defense that's really carried the load for this team. Some offensive struggles, but they've done more than their part, coming through again with another big stop for a loss.
Third and long. From the gun on third down. Here's Penix. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Now Penix. He'll look London's way again. It's complete again. He's not going to get too far. Tackle after a gain of just a yard.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. This is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
On second down, here's Penix. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? That's caught. Outside. It's complete. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. It's a gain of 29, and it's first and goal. Mooney in motion. And this is not going to work out as planned. Tough spot. He's trying to run a play like that. It is blown up behind the line.
Brings up second and goal at the Vikings 9-yard line.
Now from the 9, it'll be second and goal. On the ground, it's Robinson. And this defense trying to stiff it. He gets back to the line, and that is it. Third and goal coming up.
And after putting together what's been a long and methodical drive, they suddenly find themselves on the verge of potentially stalling out. So this defense, they can get a stop here. I would feel like a pretty big win on a drive that's largely been dominated by the offense.
2 minutes remain here in this first half. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. Last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's third and goal. Looking to throw. It's Penix. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Kyle hits. Touchdown Atlanta. Younghoe Koo now for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Falcons are on the board. It's 10-7.
Falcons 7. Bradley Pinion sets the kickoff.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Isaiah Rodgers now to return it. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
On first and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught left side by Hawkinson. And he's very close to a first down. He's out after a pickup of 9.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
On second down, it's Jones. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
That's good for a Vikings first down.
To throw is McCarthy. First, it's incomplete. He did get the pass off, but he got drilled before he let it go.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. He's hit as he throws. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
And with nothing open downfield, he tries to find something underneath. But give credit to this secondary, Mike. I mean, they had everything covered up, and this one ends up just falling incomplete.
After back-to-back incompletions, they now face third down and 10. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. You let this go deep for Jefferson. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. So the drive stalls out, and here's the Aussie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. The Falcons are going to send Jamal Agnew deep to return. And he's not going to get anything out of this one. They force him laterally out of bounds. No gain on the return.
At their own 30-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He looked forward for maybe a yard. That's Andrew Van Ginkle in on the tackle.
Brings up second down.
Look him up on a second down and 8. Here's Penix. Well, over the middle, caught by London. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 18 yards on the connection. It's good for a Falcon first down. They'll throw. It's Penix. He's going to look for the home run ball. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete.
All right, so the ball falls incomplete, but I think what it does now, Mike, is it allows you to stop the clock, get in the huddle, take a deep breath, and now your play caller has to give you the best play. Go get points here before the half and try to build something going into halftime.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now a timeout. Atlanta, that's their first. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. To throw is Penix. Now, deep ball for London. Oh, a huge mistake. It is intercepted.
Well, this guy might lose a little bit, Mike, as he gets long in the tooth. He certainly makes up for it in experience. You're not going to be able to do a lot of things to trick him on the back end. He reads this play right from the jump, makes a great break on the ball, and if that ball hits his hands more times than not, it's going to be a takeaway.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. Looking for Jefferson deep downfield. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack. But then they get their hands on the ball. And I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, Mike, an incomplete pass there is probably the best possible outcome.
On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. And he'll be taken down. They get him back at the 5-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
So, we are at halftime, and Greg and I will be back right after this. It's the National Football League on EA Sports.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
3 points, all that separates these two sides as half number 2 kicks off. On the return is Roger. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return.
At their own 22-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A short run taken by Hawkinson. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. And this will wind up a Vikings 1st down as the tackle's made just shy of the 40.
2nd down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. That's caught by Jones out of the backfield. And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield.
They do a really nice job of picking up the pressure, and that's what allows him to have the time to go through his entire progression. He sees his check down wide open, gets the ball into his hands, and he does the rest.
Now Jones, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Well, nothing doing here, and I think you can see pretty early on that while he's trying to remain patient and see if a hole pops, it's just too slow of a developing play. He never gets into the teeth of the defense at all and ends up being taken down for a loss.
Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Now McCarthy. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And this is where the timing of these passing games, you see guys, they call it routes on air, Mike. During the course of the week, there's no defense, nobody playing on coverage, but it's the timing. It's be on time, get your depth, be where the quarterback expects you to be, because then when the game starts, things get sped up just a little bit more for the quarterback. And in this case, it's a perfect example. He's open, he tries to lead his guy, just puts a little too much in front of him.
3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he will get into the end zone. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening. Rikers away. The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. And he goes nowhere. Buried back at the 15-yard On 1st and 10, it's Penix. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. And he'll be taken down up around the 32-yard line. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down. Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. In trouble, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave. He gets into drop in for his first sack of the young season.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
Now Penix to throw on 2nd down. Andrew Van Ginkel getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Penix. And that is incomplete.
The offense just couldn't seem to get anything going that drive. They knew they had a long way to go, taking over possession that deep in their own territory. You want to pick up that first down and see if you can capitalize some momentum. Instead, the errant throw brings up 4th down, and they're going to have to punt it away.
Going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football.
At the the 50-yard line.
First down, here's McCarthy. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hawkinson on that one. And that will lead to a second down.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. And he's got another one. Justin Jefferson. Touchdown Vikings. That is 3 touchdowns in the game and 4 for the season. And that is the on the return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. He did a nice job skipping away from one tackle, then going forward, gain of 5. It'll be second down.
Brings up second down.
From the gun, here is Penix. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete.
Really nice play there by the defender, Mike, and not only to force the incomplete, but it's the timing. Understanding if he gets there too early, you bring in PI. You get there too late, it leads to a completion. That time he times it just right and knocks the ball away.
They go 5 receivers for third down and 4. From the gun, it's Penix. This one's just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Whoa. Oh, the coverage was great. They gave him no room to operate and made him pay for catching the ball.
At their own 24-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield.
It's a gain of 25
How about
yards
25 yards to start the drive? First down.
First down.
Well, that's how you get a drive started. A big play here in the run game, and you have to imagine this is something we're going to continue to see. Success early in the drive typically results in success later in the drive.
A little play action here with McCarthy. Open man downfield. It's Hawkinson. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15. A big play for Minnesota. 38 yards.
First and 10.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
On play action, here's McCarthy. He'll be forced outright, and he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This is Jones. And he'll take this one in. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Minnesota. We'll write it down. On for the extra point. Hands up. As the kicks away. The veteran Jamal Agnew is going to bring it out. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Penix. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Running free at the 45. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one. It is a big play there for the Falcons. An even 40 yards. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Throwing now, Penix on first down. Over the middle, that's his tight end, Pitts. He's going to be taken down at about the 30. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
That's catch number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down. So it took just 3 plays, but just like that, they have first and goal. They'll run with Robinson. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
On second down, here's Penix. He's got it at the 3. That's going to move him closer, but they're going to need to come up with something here. Here comes third and goal.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
On third and goal, it's Penix. And he will take this one across into the end zone. so. Michael Penix. Touchdown, Falcons. That his second touchdown tonight. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for two. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still give them a chance to fight back here late in the fourth quarter.
And he will not get to the goal line, so no tacking on 2 points. Still a 3-score game, as the difference is 18. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
At their own 27-yard
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And wow, tough to bring down that time. Surging forward for a pickup of 6. Second down.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
After that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. That's pick number 5 tonight, and it's good for a first down.
A gain of 10 yards.
I know, I'm biased. But listen, you can't convince me, Mike, that there's a better option on the field, especially when you got a guy like this, than on third down or critical moments. That's where the ball needs to go. The size, the speed, the matchup problems that he creates. If I was in a critical situation, there is no doubt where I'm going with the ball.
The pressure, too much, and he goes down.
This is what you don't want to see out of your quarterback. As that pocket starts to collapse, the good ones, they can keep their eyes downfield and feel the rush. They don't need to see the rush. Here, his eyes go down. He starts moving around the pocket. Nowhere to go with the ball, and they bring him down for a sack.
Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one brought in by Hawkinson. And he is out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play for Minnesota. It's a gain of 34. Here's first and 10. Up the middle, here's Jones. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second down and 7. Again, it's Jones.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like he might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Have to get this to the 20. Here's third down. McCarthy from the gun here on third down. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. So they send in Will Reichert for this field goal try. He is 2 for 2. That kick is good.
For a while, they still were able to manage to add 3 points.
The veteran Jamal Agnew going to bring it out. Not much on the return. They'll stop it at the 17.
First and 10. At the 17-yard line.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. On first down, it's Robinson. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of 9. They'll go about trying to convert on third down.
Third down.
This pitch and catch may have looked routine, but I promise you, Mike, these types of anticipatory throws, especially outside the numbers, they don't occur without countless reps, oftentimes when nobody's even watching.
That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go from there. You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
He'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that play.
Second and 11. A rush. And here's Mason. And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. He's not going to lose yardage. Not gaining any either. It's third down.
Well, they've got him going backwards now, Mike, and this is a worrying trend. We've seen it now the last 2 plays. They have to be able to generate some leverage at the point of attack. Count on positive yardage in the run game.
So a win here for the Vikings. They get the job done here at home, and they follow the opening weekend victory with another here to move to 2-0 on the season. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Vikings as we say so long from Minneapolis.
take the first. You keep them coming. We know a lot about turning nothing to something. We doing big things, ain't never bluffing. Top of the world, ain't no doubt in mine. It's about time. Whoa. Hey, what you know? Hey, crashing out, but my pedal is to the floor. Whether in the clouds or down below, all I wanna do is hear you get loud. So get loud. So get loud. So get loud.
Yeah. Yeah. Blizzard. Running money up to a whole nother level. Hustle, I don't know no better. When I got richer, these got bro, call me slow, 6 racks on a sweater. My think I'm cheating, I'm just chilling with the fellas. Grandma always told me never trust these. Spent 60 racks on a camouflage bezel. Duke diamonds on me, I'm a blue gel. 220 on me.